New feature that we're going to do here on KillerBeeHockey.com. When the Bees are on the road, we'll take you around the different arenas, kind of let you see what they're like. I know a lot of fans haven't been to some of these places, usually Laredo, Corpus Christi, but this week we're in Odessa at the Ector County Coliseum, and a couple times fans have made the way up here, but for those of you that haven't, Brien Rea is going to kind of take us around Odessa a little bit, take us around the arena. Brian's the radio voice of the Odessa Jackalopes, and I guess the biggest thing about Odessa is that it has a rich oil history, right?
Yeah, you'll see the oil rigs scattered all around the area, and they've got one of the biggest oil expos coming in every other year in the world. I mean, not just the country, so guys from the Middle East and then people from around the country come in, equipment, ideas, different products, things like that. So it's a very big deal around here, along with high school football, like you mentioned, Richie, and a little hockey sprinkled in.
High school football is obviously huge. You've got Odessa High School and then Permian High School, which a lot of people are familiar with because of Friday Night Lights. The high school is literally right down the street. It's on the way to the rink, and it's a huge 20,000 seat stadium, maybe even a little bit bigger than that, right?
Well, yeah, and actually we had a chance to see the stadium last night, you and me, and whenever Permian and Odessa play, 25,000 people pack in. It's a lot like a small Division I college football game. You've got blankets scattered on the grass in the yards surrounding the field, things like that, heavy tailgaters, and it's a big deal. They've got season ticket holders for high school football, if that puts it in perspective for you.
Interesting building here. It used to be, a rodeo barn, but it actually suited very, very well for hockey, and it gets loud in here when it's packed.
Well, it still is a rodeo barn. Still comes in every January, which gives us about a 3 or 4 week road trip, which is a little brutal. But yeah, I mean, it was built in '54. It's the oldest building in the league. It still holds together very well. And if you kind of look in the background, or if you've ever been here, it's got that horseshoe style with the video board and the banners hanging on one flat wall, and then the seats U around in a U-shaped form go around the ice rink. So it's about 5,000 seater, and yeah, it does get loud in here.
You guys have gotten off to a great start, 8-1-1 as we get ready for the game here tonight. And it's something that we talked about last time I was here. This Odessa team has always been very, very skilled. The one thing that a lot of people have said is that they lack grit, but it seems like you guys have found that this year.
I think we had 15 guys returning, and I think just especially with that 7-game series against Texas in the playoffs, the experience more than anything, it taught a lot of those guys just how rough it's going to be to try and take it all the way. And so yeah, it's a little bit more of a physical team this year, a little bit more grit. Penalty kill is playing well, but the lines are very balanced, and all 3 lines are capable of really putting on a forecheck at any given time. So I think that's the biggest improvement.
All right, Brian, thanks for taking some time.
Thanks, Bootsy.
That's Brien Rea, the voice of the Odessa Jackalopes. I'm Rich Bocchini. Again, check us out when we're on the road. We'll take you around the arena so you get a look at what it's like on the road for the Killer Bees.